Yeah. 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 All right then. All right. I've upgraded my studio. Yeah, hopefully this will work. I don't know. Here we have our light box with the sacred blue backdrop, which is used by all pros. And I could have some black gloves too on, but I forgot them. Um, this is the same Eduard Spitfire that I've been working on for a while now, and I just want to let you in on the some of the agony. I think those of you who are in the know, when you saw that I was working on this, you probably said to yourself, "Oh, we're not going to see him again." That's his last video right there. He's done. Yeah. Well, after a couple of days of struggle, I can tell you that I got this thing together, but I would say that in all seriousness, I would not recommend this kit to anybody, ever, or anything. Now, I hate to say that because the kit it's pretty cool in a lot of ways, but the assembly is so challenging that there's me, a couple of guys I know, one in California and another one who lives in, I think now he lives in Japan. We're the only people who can get this model together. No, really. This thing is completely insane. It represents everything that's wrong with the plastic model kit hobby right now. And I'm not being a bit facetious about that. What's wrong with it is that it's a computer designed, computer created, computer assisted object, which is going to be somehow produced by an injection molding machine. I tell you now, can't be done. The stuff that they put into this kit, the incredible detail, the amazing this and that and the other, it is impossible to produce with injection molding. Maybe a kit like this could be made with 3D printing. And I have a feeling that the future of model building is in the 3D printing world. And injection molding is going to go away. I've heard the same complaints about Eduard kits as I've heard about Airfix. They just don't fit. The fit is ghastly. I will flip this over to show you the seamy underbelly. And boy, is it seamy. This is the aftermath of a battle in which many lives were changed. I had to fit, test, scrape, cut, and ultimately the weapon that was the most helpful was this here. This is the old-fashioned toenail snipper. Oh yes. Notice it's kind of got a straight blade instead of a curved, or it's curved the other way slightly. This beastie allowed me to get in there and cut the edge of this part right along here. Cut, 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 cut. Snip a little off, test it, snip more, and so on. Finally, after a lot of snipping, along the edges, snipping along the edges here, this part, snipping back here. Through all this snipping, removing a lot of plastic, I managed to get this cockpit to fit inside here. Then came more fun, in the form of trying to get the fuselage parts glued together. I am a big believer in clamps. And I'm talking about clamps like this. Okay? Lovely clamps. I bought these at Sears. Those of you with calculators will be able to figure out how many years ago that was. Now, it's a beautiful, beautiful model in so many ways. So this kit is so nicely done in so many ways. And if you can get it together, and you can see that after a lot of work, I managed to get it together without having to fill any seams. It's spectacular. My painting work here is pretty poor, really, but I always like the gimmick of putting some little red dots in there. You can't go wrong with little red dots. You can overdo it, so you can go wrong, I guess. But a little red dot here or there, it makes it look like, wow, you know. Ooh, red dots. Once you get it together, it's beautiful, but getting it together is a real challenge. I had to call back upon skills I learned in Ogden, Utah, when I was in Mrs. Smith's 3rd grade class. I don't think anybody around here is ever going to be the same after that nightmare. We got it together. We're moving on. I started this kit thinking it was just going to be something I could slam together and start painting it. All right, fine. I'm going to leave you on that note. I feel so professional. I just can't stand it with this blue goodness. All right. We'll see you next time. Take care.